We are now in the first quarter of the new financial year and the ATO deadlines are coming thick and fast. And while these lodgment deadlines have not changed significantly in recent years, what has changed is the ATO's stance on late lodgements and penalties. They are now applying penalties much easier for late lodgements, so we are seeing that across our client base, and we are also seeing ATO interest rates of more than 11%. So the ATO is very serious about lodgements and collections. So bear that in mind and organise your finances and your cash flow to ensure that the money is there to make these payments. And even more importantly than that is making sure the lodgements are done on time. Missing certain lodgement deadlines and lodging late can lead to some of the liabilities shifting across from the business to yourself personally as a director of your company or director of a trustee if you are operating through a trust. So keep that in mind. Now, the first deadline when we get into July is the 14th of July, and that is for your single touch payroll. That is reporting your payroll information to the ATO. Now, it's important to do this as early as possible as it will help your employees lodge their own personal tax returns, because that information will be with the ATO and it will be shown as finalized, which means their personal tax returns can be completed. If you've missed that deadline already, just do it as soon as possible to give yourself the best chance of avoiding penalties and the like. Next up in July is the 21st of July, and that's for monthly business activity statement lodges. So if you're one of those people, 21st of July is the lodgment due date for your June monthly business activity statement. Next up is the 28th of July, and there's a couple of things due there. So if you are a quarterly business activity statement lodger and you are still lodging using the paper forms, then the 28th of July is your lodgment due date. Also on the 28th of July is the superannuation payments and lodgements for the June quarter that has just passed. I would suggest to do that as early as possible in the month of July to give yourself the best chance of making sure there's no bounce payments and everything else is done early. Missing those deadlines for superannuation is very expensive. Your payments become non-deductible. There's very high penalties that can be applied. So that is one thing I would ensure that you pay and lodge on time. Next up in August, we have the 21st of August, where your monthly business activity statements, PAYG installments and PAYG withholding lodgements are due for the month of July. On the 25th of August, the deadline for the June quarterly BASs for lodgers that lodge online is due. So if you lodge your business activity statements by yourself through MyGov, through your own software, or through a BAS agent or a tax agent, then the 25th of August is the due date for your June quarter activity statement. On the 28th of August, your taxable payments annual reports are due for lodgement. Now what that is a report where businesses in certain industries are required to report all the payments they have made to contractors during the year. So the businesses or the industries that are affected by that are the building and construction industry, which is very broad. We've also got cleaning, security, information technology and couriers. So if you're in any of those industries and have used a contractor during the year, that information needs to be lodged by the 28th of August. And that's something that is often forgotten, so keep that in mind. Next up in September, we have the 21st of September, which is the due date for your August monthly business activity statement, installment activity statement, or your PAYG lodgement. So that is it for the first quarter in terms of ATO lodgements. But bear in mind that the ATO is much stricter than they've ever been. So make your lodgements on time, make your payments as soon as you can, If you have problems with lodgement or payment, then certainly get in touch with us and we'll do our best to talk to the ATO, explain your situation, and hopefully we can get a good outcome for you.